think it's really a very, very tough group. We must accept that. We're playing against Colombia. They're just like us, full of black players.
Yes.
And, we equally have Japan, though Pastor and his mates 20 years ago defeated them in the group stage. They weren't too happy. Of course, they really want to come back and revenge. And we have Sweden. They've got a lot of young stars too. You know, they want to actually produce the next Ibrahimovic as well. So it's really going to be a tough one for us. But you never can take it away from the Nigerian team at youth level. Just very few teams can match us if not for lack of organization and proper development of our talent. I think we would probably be ahead of every other team in the world. But looking at the group itself, I'll tell you, we stand a very good chance.
One thing when you come to youth level, we have there is no complexity, and sometimes it put me in a frame of thinking that why, especially when we go to major youth tournaments, we do well, and when these young players graduate to the national team, you can't find them. So we're actually in the group of death, but I believe the Nigerian spirit upon the under-23 national team will make a way. They will make a way, and they will do well in this group because I don't see them having complex when it comes to youth level. We can shock anybody and cause surprises any day. We've been struggling in those couple of friendly we have played so far, but if you remember, even 20 years back, our team also struggled when we were playing friendly until we sail out of the shores of this country and spend time in a very quiet environment and work our strategies together, and that was kind of help the thing. So something also that is upon CSCI is that I call it grace, especially in youth level. He has that edge over a lot of his contemporaries. So I think with him, we will come far again in this Rio 2016.
Yeah, and I equally think there's a kind of semblance between the present situation and what West, JJ Okocha, Kano and the likes actually passed through in Atlanta, 20 years ago. Togo came here, beat the team 3-1, if I could remember vividly.
Yes,
and
yes.
Everybody wrote them off.
Yes.
They said this cannot be the dream team. They were just mere dreamers, But they camped in the US and then went all the way to the final, But I'm praying, hopefully, this team doesn't pass through the same predicament they did at a point in time.
Yeah.
They were pushed out of their hotel room. They couldn't pay, and it was really that bad, Sometimes they had to stay in the bus and all of that. And
sometimes our vehicle was seized by the rental company.
Wow, no money to pay for that.
No money to pay for the bus and all that. So we come out in the morning. They have come to tow all our vehicles.
Yeah, and these guys wanted to win. They wanted to play for the nation.
Yes.
They wanted to surpass that. Do we have players who
can die
mentality now?
Yes.
That is what we really have to look at. Like West said earlier, that we have a team. I don't want to believe we do now. We always want to tell ourselves that yes, we've got that. You must have a team that is properly built. You must have a united team. Of course, we will now have to bring in the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho. We have to bring in Isaac Success, Alex Iwobi. We have to bring in, some of the other youngsters. To beef up the team. I felt embarrassed, and even Siasia said it when we lost 6-2 to Denmark in Suwon. I never saw a Nigerian team lose that badly in a very long while, and I think for me it doesn't really speak well of the team. But of course, a lot of them are just coming back from Europe. They're still feeling like we are here to rest. They really don't understand what they are about to go into already. They don't understand the mentality they are taking there. Nigerians are hoping to celebrate 20 years of Atlanta with another gold medal in football. If you ask me, I'll tell you, every Nigerian will say, if we got a football gold, it's okay. We don't want any other medal because we are football crazy people. So everybody are looking up at these guys. You are our ambassadors there. You are carrying the Nigerian torch. The Nigerian will obviously want us to go all the way because we want these young stars to grow. To bloom. From the Olympics, they can become bigger stars. Yeah. That's why the Olympic is so important. That is why a country like Brazil is dropping Neymar for the Copa America and insisting that he has to go to the Olympics because they haven't won it before. So we really need to put the right things in proper place. CSA as a coach, well, I've always admired him. But sometimes we need to tell ourselves, the truth. Siasia is a very good coach at youth level. Sometimes you may be a good coach, but you may not be able to coach at the senior level.
True.
And if you go to Europe, there are people who have been youth coaches all their lives.
All their lives, yes.
Yeah, and they project these players, they go up to become superstars.
Yes.
Siasia has tried once or twice with Eagles, it hasn't been really too favorable. But at youth level, he's done very well. If you ask me, I would prefer him to stick with the young stars.
Yes.
Yeah, with that, he can be a machinery to groom bigger player for us.
Yes.
In Rio, I see us going very well if we get our acts right.